Hey guys, what's up? Tori here. So I am here to do another weight loss surgery related video, and basically this is just gonna be me being like, oh, let's be real here, because I'm working on trying to just really get myself back on track with everything regarding my weight loss, because I mean, this is just when you're going through a weight loss journey, anyone who's ever been on a weight loss journey or has ever dealt with weight issues of any kind, you know it is a continuous, ongoing battle. Whether or not you have weight loss surgery, or, I mean, because this weight loss surgery is a tool. Think of it like a shovel. The doctor handed me a shovel and said, here, dig a hole. And if I dig and if I try to use the wrong end of the shovel, I ain't gonna succeed. But if I use the correct end of the shovel, I'll succeed. And most of the time, I do pretty good at using the right end of the shovel. I have moments, and I am not perfect. I am not perfect at this. I know you guys have seen a lot of my success and stuff, but I am so far from perfect at this. I do have the occasional bad day, bad moment, bad week. I have sometimes where it's just I'm putting all the wrong foods in my mouth, and I'm well aware I'm putting all the wrong foods in my mouth, and it's just you gotta switch up that mentality. And I was honestly doing very, very good up until the last month or so. And honestly, weight, and I was still doing pretty good with my weight. And then because of the fact, honestly, I had such a really good routine going. I had a solid eating routine, solid working out routine. My workout routine kind of got derailed a little bit when I had my arm surgery, and I really wasn't staying up on working out. But two, I was working. And at my job that I had, I was on my feet all the time. I was constantly moving, constantly running around and doing stuff, chasing kids, grabbing supplies, doing this and that. I didn't sit very much, and when I did sit, you're talking, I would be sitting for a few minutes at a time, and then I'd be up grabbing some sort of supply I needed, or helping a kid with something, or I'd have to quick run a kid to the bathroom, and I'd come back and continue working out what I was working on. My moments of sitting were very few and far between. Probably my biggest moment of sitting was probably at lunchtime, and even then I didn't always sit very much, because all of a sudden a kid would be like, I need to go potty, and I'd be like, okay, let's go potty. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Probably my biggest moments of sitting maybe was at nap time, because most of the kids are sleeping, so then I'm not up and down as much, and also I'm laying by kids to help them was laying by kids to help them get to sleep and things like that. But since I don't have that job anymore, and I'm job searching, I've been not able to be as active as I was. It's very hard for me to be extremely active, especially this time of year, and also considering the fact I live in a condo. There is only so far I can go in this condo. It's a condo. It's small. There's not a lot in here, and I have been doing my daily workouts. I've been very faithful with that. And by daily, I mean I base when I do my workouts on when my dad is around. So on days that my dad is working, you betcha I'm doing a workout. And on days that my dad is home, if I do a workout, it's because I happen to do it because he left for some reason, so I'm doing it because he's not around. Because I don't like doing it when he's around, because even if he goes and sticks himself in his room, it always seems like the moment I decide I'm going to do my workout, he has to come back out of his room and plop his butt in the recliner chair over here and watch me do it. And I hate him watching me do workouts, because it's so awkward, and it feels like he's judging me, and I hate it. So, that's kind of how I base doing my workouts. So most of the time I get in about 4 to 5 workouts a week, depending on what part of my dad's work schedule we are at. So I try very hard to work out, and if I'm not working out, I've been trying to just in my room turning on some music and dancing around to some music. And I do have some dumbbells, so I've been trying to lift weights a little bit to try to build up my arm strength again, because my arm strength since having my arm surgery is 0. I'll be real there. So workout wise, I'm trying, but also because it's winter, I can't go out and go for a walk very easily, because either it's freezing cold and you don't want to be outside, or there's too much freaking snow and ice that you can't get anywhere without having to shuffle through snow or slip on ice or something. And the one day that we had where it was in the 60s, it was freaking raining all day, so it's I can't get outside and enjoy it when the weather's actually warmer because it's raining. Like, Michigan weather can be very frustrating. So it's like, I have a hard time with that. So it's like, I so desperately want to be like out and moving and doing more, like, but it's just hard given the time of year it is now. Once like spring rolls around and we're done with the snow and whatnot, like, you can bet you on a nice day I will be out and I will go for a walk. I will take myself to a little park and hike some trails. Like, you can dare bet I will be doing things like that. I'm also very, very much hoping that I will get a new job soon. I have a possibility, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. I've sent out a couple of other applications recently, so hopefully maybe I'll hear back from one of those and I'll get one of those. Who knows? But I am just very, very much hoping that soon I will have a new job and I won't be just waiting for a new job. If you haven't heard of Shipped, I've actually have decided I'm going to start doing that too, as a little way to earn a little money here and there. So I'm going to start doing that, and that also will get me out of the house and walking and moving and delivering groceries and stuff. So I find that a good idea. Why not? And with that, like, I can do that totally based on my own schedule. Like, if I'm available, I can be like, yep, I'm available during these times, and then I can accept shops and go shop and that kind of thing. So I've decided I am going to do that too, especially right now while I'm waiting on getting an actual, like, better job. And even once I do have a job, I can keep doing Shipped, like, on the side and just do it when I'm available to do it, kind of thing. So hopefully that will help. I'm hoping that'll help with getting me more active. As far as eating goes, my eating just, like, got so thrown out of whack with not having my job anymore and with the holidays in there. Like, I mean, there was all these foods in front of me that I'm typically not eating all the time, and then with being home too, it's like I don't just have my typical, like, this is my eating routine. Like, when I worked, like, if I had a 10-hour day, I would have my bowl of cereal in the morning before I went to work, my protein cereal. And then at work, I always had one of my, like, for lunch, I always took my lunch, like, every day. I would take one of my P3 packs, a bag of my protein chips, a protein bar, and a cup of mandarin oranges. Like, that was literally my lunch whenever I had a 10-hour shift at work, which usually was 3 out of my 5 days of the week that I would have that. And on days I didn't work, it would just be leftovers or something simple and quick before going to work. Like, and usually it was fairly healthy, you know, like a sandwich or something. Nothing crazy. And then dinner, like, I always had decent dinner set to go in the crock pot ready for at night, and, like, I would have my little bit and, like, I'd be good. Like, I just had such a solid routine. And then, like, the holidays were in there, and my routine just is, like, non-existent right now. Like, my whole eating system got thrown out of whack. And I'll be honest, like, I'm not going to count from where I was at, because I know I was at 176 weight-wise at one point, but I'm not counting that because when I hit that weight point, I was like majorly stressed. And, like, I have found since having my weight loss surgery, like, when I am going through crazy amounts of stress, I don't think about eating. So, like, I'm honestly, like, I don't eat as much when I'm super stressed since having this weight loss surgery, which is a complete opposite of what I would do before I had my weight loss surgery, when I would just eat away my stress. Now I just forget to eat when I'm stressed. Like, super, super high anxiety stress kind of thing. So, like, that kind of is probably why I got that low for a little bit there, because I'll be honest, I had a couple of days there where it's like I barely ate anything throughout the day. Like, I diddly squat throughout the day, and that's probably why I got that low at one point. So, like, I'm gonna go from when I was at 179, like, from that point. So over the month of December, then I put on roughly 6 pounds, and it's just, like, so annoying to me. Like, I know that's not terrible. Like, that's not a bad amount of weight to put on over the holidays. Like, if that's for the whole month of December. Like, looking at the entire month of December for that whole month, like, that's not a terrible amount of weight to put on. But for someone who was once a 401 pound person, like, that is terrifying. Like, any sort of gain like that just terrifies me, because I do not want to be back to where I was. I don't want to be that horrible overweight person again. I don't ever want to be there again. And so it's just like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my word. Like, so now it's like, I'm just, like, really wanting to kick myself in the butt and get back into gear. And this whole past week, I've been actually posting all my meals on Instagram. Anything that I ate, I put on Instagram. And, like, half of my meals I ate this past week, I was looking at and I was like, holy crap, like, I have been letting the carbs sneak in way too much. And I am surprised that those of you who follow me on Instagram, I'm surprised none of you said anything to my sorry butt and been like, girl, why are you eating so many carbs? Like, come on. I even put in there, like, please leave comments for me. Like, let me know what you think of my meals, if there's anything I should change or do different. Like, I'm really surprised none of you were like slapping me and being like, girl, your meals are not the greatest. Like, for the most part, I mean, they weren't awful, but I was like, I noticed a lot of times that it was like carbs are slipping in a little too much, and this is a problem. So now I'm just like, so looking at that this past week, I'm just like, I have got to seriously like, get rid of a bunch of the carbs. Like, I'm definitely not someone who's like, I'm going to totally 100% cut out carbs. Like, I don't believe in cutting out any part of your diet. I definitely do believe in greatly diminishing things in your diet, but I don't believe in completely cutting out parts of your diet. That's just my personal beliefs. So it's like, okay, I need to greatly diminish my carbs. So as in, like, I need to, like, quit having crackers and chips as a side with my food and, like, I don't know, not really use bread too much anymore and, like, cut back on my amount of potatoes and stuff. Like, I need to be, like, seriously much better about what I'm eating. So, like, that's one thing I've decided, and I'm like, I need to really kick up my protein a little bit better, I think, too. Like, I need to just really get back to where I was. Like, if you don't count, like, my meals that I took to work with me for lunch, like, you're talking, like, a meal for me, like, I would have my main protein thing, and I'd have a little bit of a fruit and vegetable. Like, that would be what I would eat, and it's like, I need to really get back on track with doing that and, like, kick myself in the rear and do that, especially with my evening meals. Like, have it be just my bit of protein and some fruit and vegetable. Like, that's it. And even, like, honestly, probably my healthiest meal every day is my breakfast, to be honest. Like, I think I do the best at breakfast, and then the rest of my meals are just, like, I mean, they're not totally bad, but they could be better, is what I'm saying. And so it's just, like, I just need to, like, slap myself and get myself back into gear, like. And that's what I've been doing. And today, like, I've made a whole bunch of, like, protein stuff, and, like, I've looked up a bunch of, like, healthier recipes online. Like, I've looked up things to use, like, cauliflower as bread and as, like, a crust for a pizza, and, like, to try to not have carbs quite as much. And, like, you know, instead of having, like, roasted potatoes, doing roasted cauliflower kind of thing. Like, you know, using something slightly a healthier option that isn't carb heavy. And, like, I've been looking up a ton of different recipes and been like, I'm just going to seriously get myself back on track. Like, I mean, I always use ground turkey. I don't ever use ground beef because beef hurts my stomach, so I use ground turkey anytime, like, I do things like that. And I use, like, turkey burgers, turkey dogs, turkey sausage, because if it has beef in it, chances are it will hurt my stomach. Like, if I have just a tiny bit, like, it won't affect me at all, but it's when I, like, if I were to sit and eat a whole burger patty, like, it would not be pretty. So yeah, and I just need, and, like, snack wise, like, I just need to be better about, like, usually my only snack is I have a snack later in the evening, because I do get hungry in the evenings, and it's like, and I think in general for me, that's a time where I just want to, like, snack constantly. So I usually try to just have, like, just a protein bar for a snack, or something fairly healthy and high in protein as an evening snack, so that way I'm filled and I'm comfortable for the night. So, like, getting back on track with that, like, I need to, like, work on getting a nice solid routine. And this is just something that when you go through weight loss, it is just a constant process, constant learning, constant, you know, you get off track, you get yourself back on track kind of thing. And it's a tough journey for anyone. If you've never dealt with a weight issue and you've had to be on a weight journey, like, it's hard to fully understand exactly what it is you're going through in that. And it is a tough thing. It is always so hard, so tough, even no matter whether or not you have weight loss surgery, because the weight loss surgery is just a tool, and you have to use the tool properly. And so I definitely work very hard all the time to, you know, just do the best that I can. And I am not perfect. Like, I've admitted to you guys, I'm not perfect. I definitely failed big time over the month of December with the holidays in there. Like, I did really good over Thanksgiving, but I failed miserably over the Christmas holiday season. Again, part of that probably could be because I wasn't working and stuff too, so I wasn't as active. But I'm just hoping that, you know, hopefully I can just get myself really back on track and really healthy. And I want you guys to help me and keep me accountable for sure. Like, follow me on Instagram. I post stuff. I'm posting stuff a lot on Instagram. Like, leave comments for me and suggestions and things like that. And slap me in the face once in a while if you see me doing something dumb. Like, whew, please do. Please do. Because this needs work. I need to work on myself, yos. Like, especially because, like, I don't want to, like, gain too much where it would affect me having my belly surgery too at some point down the road. That is a whole nother mess I should tell you guys about in another video. But yeah, so that's just where I'm at, and I'm just being very real and being like, this is where I'm at, but I'm gonna get myself back on track. I'm gonna lose those holiday pounds, totally gone. I would really love to be back down to 179. Like, that's just right now, that's my only goal. Just back down to 179. The 176 that I was at one point, I do not count that as an official weight that I was at, because that was an unhealthy, like, not that it wasn't good that I was at that weight, because I mean technically I was still at a healthy weight, but that weight I was at because of the fact that I was doing things unhealthily. So yeah, the 179 is where my brain kind of is just like, back to 179 would be perfect. So that's kind of where I'm at. And if I lose more and get down to that 176 too, great, excellent. I would love that too. But 179 is like where my brain is like, solid goal. So I'm gonna quit rambling before this video gets way too long. But thank you guys so much for watching. I can talk, really, I can. And be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you aren't already, especially Instagram. I've been posting a lot more frequently on Instagram. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.